Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. This is episode 2 of Elotera, our SteamPunk campaign that's ongoing. We're going to have ourselves some fun, I'm sure. Today should be a little more action-packed. We kind of got the crew set up last week in their new lair, or headquarters, I guess you say. I don't know if we're villains yet. We'll have to make a decision on that. But nevertheless, we are very happy to have you here. Do keep in mind, check out all our links we have down below, please. Particularly our FanSpeak page. That's a pretty good page over there. A lot of people interacting, and you should interact as well. You don't have to just read. You can give your opinions, put up reviews, talk about comics you like, movies you like, games you like, whatever. That's This community is pretty open, and we'd love to hear from you. Also, keep in mind my Twitter, which if you'd like to be on any of the shows we do here on FanSpeak, you're most welcome. Also, if you want to be an artist on the DNQFE, we would love to have you. Just contact me and we'll put you through that process. And our GM, of course, or DM, is enjoying his lunch, or dinner, or
I'm sorry.
midnight snack,
Sorry.
what have you. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. But no, he is not Peter Cimenti, or is he? Who knows? But nevertheless,
I'm
we're
eating Peter Cimenti right now.
oh my God,
Oh,
poor Peter. But hopefully you guys are staying safe out there, and things are going well. And we're going to hopefully you'll enjoy the story as it goes along and entertain you a little bit. But let me see if I covered everything needs covering. Oh yes, hit that share button and let your family and friends know what's going on, so they come over here and join us live. But other than that, here on Bugbear's Basement, of course, Comic Book Bob is in charge. And that means I have to turn the reins over to him. So reluctantly and with trembling hands, go ahead.
Well, when last we left our intrepid band of God, I don't even know what the hell to call you guys: cutthroats, thieves, wannabe heroes, crazy giants, eccentric players.
The Ghoul Squad.
adventurers.
You had gained your freedom in various respects from your various connections in the Magisterium and the Seraphinium Sanctum. You made your way to town, getting all kinds of crazy looks from everybody because you are the weirdest looking group of people they've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Got yourself a headquarters, like you said, and got yourself a job.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Yep. So the where is it? I'm trying to find his name here. Your high elf rogue, Eldrin, made a deal with Arcanist Inatharia to keep an eye on Dr. Zero, the strange Warforged artificer who apparently is not what he seems. He apparently has a soul.
Apparently.
And through the Half Elf Rogue's machinations as well, you got a job thanks to a connection that she gave him with one of the local underworld bosses, Lady Ziltheria, who runs her operation out of a secret tavern below the Tawdry Orc Inn. You were given a job to accompany a shipment of provisions to a local mining town that she has a stake in, and that is where we left off. So we'll go ahead and jump right into it. The next day comes. You guys, from your rather simple lodgings at the time, you guys wake. What are you guys going to do with the day before you head over to begin your journey?
I'm just been working on getting the basic setup of the place, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm just constructing.
All right, getting your little area together. Everybody else, what are you guys doing? You guys did get some gold, so if you want to buy, furnishings for your house, for your building or your personal area, you're gonna lay stake to anything in there. What do you guys? How you guys setting this place up?
What do you guys think? I've got no ideas for this place.
Well, we have 3 floors, so we have plenty of room.
Mm-hmm.
And I think because we have such a short time, I think what my character is doing is because I got a bunch of raw resources, and I'm just kind of shoring up the walls and making sure this facility is going to stay up, and I'm just kind of doing that infrastructure type of thing is what I'm working on with my mechanome.
Okay.
I'm going to claim part of the top floor.
Okay.
Top bunk. And then we'll procure some rations for the trip, or take care of that. And then, I need to make a report
Mm-hmm.
to Arcanus.
To the Arcanist. Yep.
To the Arcanist.
Actually, the night that night before you right before you're actually going to sleep, you actually do get a message from somebody who says the Arcanist. You literally get a message in your head, and you hear the Arcanist would like a report.
The Elotera, yeah.
Arcanist would like a report, and then at the end they say you can reply to this message. Now this is actually kind of weird for you, Bill, because someone's literally talking in your head. This is a completely new thing for you. Like literally you can hear it. It's almost like they're standing next to you, but you hear it in your head rather than with your ears.
And I'm not wearing the ring, or I am. Does that?
No.
I never decided to put it on.
Well, you have the ring, but you didn't say whether you put it on or not. But regardless of whether you put the ring or not, the message is coming through your head.
Okay, that's what I was trying to get clarification on, to see if that was.
Yeah.
All right. So my telepathic response will be contact with a Elotera was made.
Okay.
The war golem has, and the party has established a home base. Will report again tomorrow.
Okay. You just barely made it. Basically, what this is the messaging spell, and you can say you have 25 words. So in the future, whenever you make a message, that's the limitation on the spell. You like they send a message to you, and then you can respond, and then same thing with you. When you send a message, they can respond, and each way it's 25 messages, 25 words each.
3 times per day is what I have.
Yeah,
so,
and that ring can do that 3 times per day.
Okay. So I'd say is I'm really conflicted right now, because my goal was to gain my freedom, not to become conscripted into servitude to this corrupt Arcanist. And now I am, and it's going against my nature because I want to be free, and I see that desire in the Goliath, and I see that desire in Dr. Zero, and now my guilt is palatable, man. It sucks.
Well, you're also, being a rogue, you do realize, like, man, that this is the way the world works sometimes.
Well, I'm an arcane trickster. It's not like I'm not a cutthroat. I'm not just total thief. But I know we're taking advantage. People take advantage of one another, and the world is cold. So really, that's what I need to be more leaning toward, instead of being the sympathetic hero. I'm looking more for where's my stake in the world. That's my motivation.
Yeah, okay. I still use the word traitor.
Is that what you're saying? Because I don't necessarily think.
I don't know. Right? We don't know. I'm just joking.
Yeah, and you could play this thing out, and just let you know, you can play this out any way you want.
Yeah. Okay, because I think that would lean more neutral good, but I'm more chaotic good instead of a neutral. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, play it out however you want, man.
I wrote the alignment of neutral on my page, but I don't know how actually accurate that is.
Well, you're a machine, but you do have a soul, so there may be some bleed over from that. You don't know. As you go on. That's like I said. This is that's role playing, baby. You can do this however you want.
It is. I did have a quick question as far as the building goes, the property goes. We have the building, but how much property is on the side behind the land?
There's about let me look in the macro real quick. Okay, it's about a 10-foot by 15-foot in the back behind it. Kind of like this. Like this used to be a warehouse. So there's kind of a loading dock where a wagon would pull up, in the back, and so you have that back there, and then it is kind of enclosed with like a plain board fence,
Right.
with a large with two large swinging doors that would open up that would allow the wagons to come in.
Okay, so there's a
Um,
wagon track enough on each side of the building. Okay.
yeah,
All right. Because the reason I said that is because the dwarf wants to have a temple to Moradin. So I was thinking I would build along the side of the building, like a walkway, a hallway, and then put build the temple in the back, like a wooden one.
yeah. I mean, you could put a small,
Nice.
you could put like a small little like shed type of thing back there with that he could use as more like a shrine rather than a temple. But it's however you want to do it's fine.
Yeah, not 10 by 15.
Well,
It's plenty.
I had planned on like maybe if we do have this nice place, bring people in for like simple healing and stuff.
Right, that's what I mean.
Make
We
a
put
little
like a
side change.
placard over the door and just put it toward the back for you, because I can build that pretty easily for us.
Yeah, and you probably wouldn't build like like a full on temple, obviously, because temples are pretty good size. And besides, the actual temple to Moradin is actually just a few, maybe
Well,
maybe
what I meant. A healing, a healing hut for him. Is what I meant.
A place
Nice
where he
little
can bring
healing
people in
shack.
and do his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's something you guys could do once you get, you get times to, once you do some downtime and you get a chance to do that.
Okay.
But okay, so the day comes, all over your face, and
Oh,
that's actually a running joke between all my friends whenever we play role playing games. If we say the sun comes up, and then everyone just yells out all over your face. So
I have 3 attachments for that. So.
But
Squeegee.
Yeah.
So what time what time do you guys want to get up? Do you like 0? I mean, not sure what time your character doesn't really need to sleep that much or anything at all.
I don't
But
sleep at all. Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I
we
can
can
hear
hear you, dude.
Yes.
All right, I swapped
Yeah.
out different computers. So, all right.
okay. Here's
Cool.
my question: at the crack of dawn, can I start making noises like a rooster?
Yes.
Would that
do
be
whatever you
acceptable?
want, man.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do every morning.
Okay. So as the sun begins to rise, all of you here, GOP.
Perfect.
You begin to hear him. He just starts yelling this out. Are you staying in one place, or are you walking through the whole place?
I'm running through the whole place, past everyone's sleeping areas.
All right. So the crazy little gnome barbarian with the bull helmet is traipsing through the entire building, yelling "Cock-a-doodle-doo!"
Perfect. And timely.
Is it possible when he's running past my bunk for me to put my arm out and clothesline him?
Roll to hit. Well, actually, no. The two of you roll for initiative.
Would it be would he just roll and I do a
Two.
contest? Like, I
Yeah.
can test against
Yeah, I
it?
think so. Yeah.
You could, you can go ahead and you can do that too if you want.
Would athletics, or would it be acrobatics, or what?
I would say acrobatics, because you're trying to dodge out of the way. You're trying to like tumble out of the way.
Okay. That's a 13.
Okay.
Oh, I had a 2, so.
Okay. You're groggy. You're like, you swing out your arm, and the little gnome just kind of ducks underneath. He's like, and just traipses away and continues to yell, "Cock-a-doodle-doo!" Okay.
Hey, you
so,
guys know, if we can get a piece of art with everybody's character together on it, like kind of, I had in mind of us kind of walking toward the camera, the A-Team style piece of art. I have our theme song.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
You want to hear it?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Sure.
You guys would have to listen to it on the other side. You can't hear it through
Oh,
here,
yeah,
but
we will.
I'll
We'll listen to it later.
yeah, we'll do it when we go into
Yeah.
combat. I'll play it when we go into combat.
Okay.
But someone's got to put that together. Please.
Okay. All right. So so we see Rav. you're wherever you're sleeping or whatever you're doing, man. You hear Bull just running through, just making a ruckus. You hear a grunt that you assume is Ruskar, and yeah, it is barely dawn, and you hear this. He's just running through the place. Bill Eldrin, you hear this as well. It's it's early. It's really early.
I make sure everyone is aware of my presence. I just run through the entire place. So
okay.
Yeah.
I give him a sardine for his efforts.
Okay.
And I happily ingest.
Yep.
I'm going to take aim with my crossbow.
Okay. If nobody else is, go ahead.
No, I don't know. I was going to shoot him down from the 3rd floor and see if I can't pick him off. But
if you want to take a shot at him, man, because like this thing just came out of nowhere, so you can do whatever you want to do. Just remember, there's consequences.
Yeah, no, it's Bull. It's always Bull. I know it's Bull.
All right. So the day comes, and like I said, all over your face, and you guys get up. What do you get up, or do you just go right back to sleep?
Oh, I'm up. I'm an elf. I don't sleep.
You don't sleep very much anyway. Yeah, this was kind of you were kind of in the you were kind of in your meditation and your meditative state, and this just pops you out of it. Okay, so you guys are awake. You get your usual. You pull some provisions out to fill your bellies, and yeah, are you heading? What are you guys doing from there? Are you heading directly over to the Tawdry Orcian, or
so? We're going to meet the caravan or the driver at the Tawdry Orcian.
And are there enough provisions for me to eat?
You're going to need to pack your own.
Well,
you do so.
Okay. So you guys want to go get some provisions before you head over there?
Yeah, and I'd like to purchase a crossbow. I've got a hand crossbow, but I'm going to take a second for the journey.
Okay. Are you looking for a like a regular crossbow, or are you looking for another hand crossbow?
I can make one of those for you if you give me an hour.
Really? You can make one in an hour?
I can make it a +1 crossbow in an hour. Yeah.
Can you make a +1 crossbow and a +1 hand crossbow in an hour and a half?
I could do it in 2 hours.
It would be 2 hours, yeah.
Well, it's 4 a.m. We might have time to get that done.
Well, it's about 6 a.m. So
okay.
Yeah.
So Bull slept in today. That's good. All right. Yeah. Yeah. So I can get you anything you need for our trip while you're doing that.
Okay. What kind of time do I have, Bob?
Well, if he gives you the amount of the time that you need, all you got to do is make the rolls.
Do we have that time?
You can take as much time as you want. It just depends on how long you want to keep that guy waiting there, and what time that she said to be there by. So,
okay.
What time did she say to be there by?
She said
to be there before noon, I believe.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Well,
we got plenty of time.
We got 6 hours, and how long does it take to actually get there?
It's not that far from here. We're in the same part of town.
Yes,
essentially.
Yeah.
Well, if he's going to do that, also take my great sword and make it a +1.
Oh God! I'm having one of those mornings. All right, well, that's 3 hours.
Just piled stuff on you.
That's 3 hours. Yeah.
I will ask you for the rest of my gear later on, but I won't put too much pressure on you because
we have some downtime. I'll be able to do everybody. Okay, right. The only thing I need from you guys is so all I need is raw resources, Bob. I don't know that it's up to you. I don't know how you want to do that. Do you want to charge full price for the standard item, or is it like a wholesale price just for the resources? Because I'm not buying one and enchanting and I'm building it. So how do you want to run that?
It depends on do you want to like, I mean, if you want to role play going through and buying it, you can, or you can just just say that you can just spend the money and like you've got the parts.
Right. What I mean is, how much do you want to charge? Do you want to charge like a half price for of the actual item itself, or do you want to charge a full price for it? For not for the enchantment part. That's on my side. That's just for the raw item.
For the raw materials, to make like if you're gonna make it just like Bill wants you to make him a crossbow. I would say half the materials, because part of what you're paying for is also the manufacturer's time and skill. So I would say half the price, and then for like taking Rav's sword, you've already got the sword. You just need to infuse it. So
that's true.
I would say just the cost of the material, the spell casting materials. So
okay. All right. Let me get that.
So
then.
I'll come up with my costs.
All right.
What
So
is
let
it?
me see. For the great sword, that would be, I'd need, I don't know what, 20 gold, I guess. And the crossbow, we're gonna need what would you want, a regular
87.
light crossbow or a heavy crossbow?
One hand, one heavy. So I'll give you 87 gold for that.
That's half, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Both of them together half. Yeah.
All right. So that's 107, and we'll say half of that is resources. So, oh, whatever. Right? It just you guys write it, mark it down, and I'll do my thing. So, all right, let me make my rolls then.
You just want 20?
Yeah, for you, I think I don't even really, because even at those costs, ultimately I'm making profit, but that's not my intention. So, but I don't know, whatever. Just consider it role playing cost. So let me see here. I'm going to make the roll. Let me start with the hand crossbow. Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So now, well, let's figure out how we're going to do this, because this is one of the areas that 5th edition is a bit lacking. Now, obviously, because I have all the tools, I have proficiencies, so I'm at advantage of whatever I'm rolling. Now, I'm going to be making a crafting roll. So how are we going to run this, dude?
Basically, it was just because it's a simple item, because you're just, it's basically you're making a masterwork.
Yeah, basically, yeah,
item.
that's right. Yeah.
So it's basically you're just going to roll your you roll your you roll your d20, you add your proficiencies and everything to it, and depending on the level of the item that you're trying to produce,
we'll have
the difficulty will be higher or lower.
Okay, yeah. All right. So let's see. So that give me a +2. This is going off intelligence, I'm assuming. So that would be, so I have +7 to the roll, plus I have advantage on the roll. All right.
Also,
you also get the plus for your tools, right?
Oh, what are those?
Since this isn't a very
yeah, it's the same. It's the same as like Thieves
yeah, proficiency. Yeah. So I add I add my proficiency, which is 2. Right. I add +5 for the intelligence, so that's +7, right?
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
And since, I mean, would this be considered too complicated a task for me to assist on?
No, actually, I think you could assist with it. Yeah.
Because I do have proficiency with Tinkerer's tools, so.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and say that you can go ahead and assist him with this, since he's not making something too elaborate.
Yeah, that's what I kind of figured.
He's carrying the bucket of water, Bob.
Yeah. Basically what you're doing is he's like, hand me that, and you hand him that kind of thing.
So what is
like,
that?
You're like a little kid.
That's still +2.
I would say that'd be another +2.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I got +9. All right. So let's make the roll here. And you have your DC, whatever that is. So, all right, cool. So that's +9 on that roll. That is a 25.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good with that. Matter of fact, because you rolled that high, you actually finished it about 15 minutes early.
Oh, sweet. All right. So the hand crossbow is done. It's very steampunky looking. It's all very mechanical, because in the end, Bill, this is it functions as a +1 magical weapon. It functions as that, meaning it applies in every way like that, even though there's no magic at all involved. but it functions like
it's so finely crafted that it's actually better than normal weapons. And you can
Right.
describe these weapons any way you want, Chester.
Oh, sure. But it's very sleek. It's much more. Of course, we're steampunk, so we're like what end of the 19th century time frame, right? It has a very rifling type of look to it. It has a lot of. I'm not going to put scrawling and stuff in that because I don't have time. But it has a very kind of rifle or firearm look to it, with the metal spring bows, and it has a very interesting string. It's actually very tight. The bow arms are not outstretched; they're actually tight along the body of the weapon, as the crossbow will be as well. It's very odd
And
looking to you.
It has kind of like a 10-round clip on it too for repetitive fire.
Well, that would be something I can add, but I think that would be a much higher cost.
Yeah, that would take much more time.
Yeah. But anyway, as far as it looks, like some of the modern crossbows we have now, which the bow arms are very tight along the side. They don't bow out, right? So it's much more concealable. It's much more easily moved. So that one's done. That's +1 to hit and damage, by the way. Second one, this is a crossbow itself. This is a 19. Excuse me, 21.
Okay. This one takes takes the full amount of time, and you finish it. It's pretty much is exactly what you want.
Okay, it looks just like the other one, but it's just bigger. This is a heavy crossbow, right? And this
they have a lot more sweeps and curves to them than a modern bow. But they have the same function basically.
Sure, and there's a lot more metal involved in the process than most crossbows. And then I'm working on basically. I'm hamoning the edge of the greatsword, I guess is what I'm doing.
May I ask a request of you,
Please.
Artificer?
Yes.
Can you make my blade black?
I can do bluing to the blade, which looks black.
Will it affect its efficiency?
It would make it a +1 weapon.
Beautiful.
Sweet. All right, cool. So I'm basically putting a hamon edge on the greatsword, and I'm also bluing it, going through that process.
Okay. You go and you find a basin you can use to pour the acid and
salts.
Yeah,
and stuff
you
like
go
that,
ahead and the salts and stuff. Yeah, and
You
remove the handle and everything so that it doesn't dissolve and get all nasty, and you immerse the blade in there. And after about an hour, you pull it out, and it's black. It's dark. It looks black. It's it's actually blued, but it's extremely dark.
Yeah, well, they call it bluing, but it's actually black. Yeah, it's beautiful actually process. Anyway, all right. So let me make that roll. Wish I had more time because I can make them pretty with scrolling.
If you roll a 1, you know what I'm going to say, right?
If he rolls a 1, that's about the only way he fails. So
if you roll a 1, I'm just going to say you blew it.
All right, fine. But it's kind of hard to roll a 1 with advantage. Knock wood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This one here is a 24.
Okay. Same thing. You shave about the whole process only takes you about for all 3 weapons. It only takes you about 2.5 hours. You actually manage to shave some time off because you are a machine of efficiency.
I am, man. I got many little hands and little things that come out. I got the mechanome working. I got the gnome carrying water. It's all good. But keep in mind, here's the negative to this thing, because I can also craft. I can do the same thing with crafting, but of course that takes longer. That's like what. A couple of days of work to do what I just did in an hour, or more. It could be weeks, depending on the magical item I'm creating. This character's creating. Here's the caveat with the 1 hour make. If I die, they lose their +1.
Oh.
Yeah. They only retain their magical abilities as long as I live.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I mean that's the only negative.
Yeah, which by the way, is extremely odd because you're not technically alive.
Right, and I'm not magical, so it's a bizarre thing. But that's the mechanics of the system, and it's fine. So
Yep.
so I can do this. I think if we have downtime with the campaign, though, me actually crafting, which takes time and it takes the actual money that has to be done, et cetera, would be better in the long run. But for a quick fix, I can do these 1 hour builds. So.
Yep. Okay, so 3 hours later, it's about we'll say after you guys get up, so about 45 minutes. So we'll say it's about 10 o'clock now. Dr. Zero comes walking up, and he's got he's carrying the 2 crossbows. Bull is carrying the sword. He's kind of looking at it weird, and like looks like he wants to lick it, like it's a giant black lollipop.
It is pretty.
And you have your weapons, gentlemen.
This is masterful work. Thank you, Dr. Zero.
Oh, you are most welcome.
I am indebted to you,
Yeah.
Artificer. I would like my other weapons to be done so when we have time.
Oh, I indeed want to help everyone to be most efficient for our escapades.
Excellent.
Keep in mind with that slick, that is a +1 to hit and a +1 to damage.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so you got a giant black sword.
Berserk in the house.
Bow chicka wow wow. All right. Okay, so it's 10 o'clock now. You guys, you said you wanted to go and get some provisions. Bill,
Yes.
As far as
Yes.
I'm
You-
aware, yeah.
you and Rav wanted to go buy food, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
of course.
We'll just expedite that. We'll say how much food are you trying to buy?
Enough for the journey.
Okay.
Agreed.
Well, the trip's only about 2. It's only about 2 days. It's 2 days there, and then you assumed you could, if you need more food, you can buy more there. So,
Yeah,
2 days. You're looking for just hard rations, or
Yeah, just some hard rations, some water, wine, and enough for 3 days, maybe 4, just in case, because you never know when you go out on the road what's going to happen.
Yep.
And
Okay.
and I'll take care of I don't see this Ninja. What's your character's name?
Russ, just call him Russ.
Russ.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see Russ with us, so I'm going to pick up some provisions for him too.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
I was assuming you were going to pick them up for everybody.
Yeah, everyone but Zero, and Bull will eat anything, so he doesn't really need provisions.
Yes.
And you can carry provisions in the mechanome if you want.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, he's
So-
a multi-layered bag of holding. I mean, we can put a small village inside of it if you'd like. That's a joke.
Okay.
Right.
So you.
Not really.
Yeah.
Bull might take that seriously.
Okay, so I'll say altogether for all of you, I'll say that's 5 gold total. You get like a bunch of water and yeah. So
Okay. I got it.
5 gold. You got enough food and water easily for 3 or 4 days, just to be on the safe side.
Okay.
All right, you get your stuff. Are you guys all heading over there, or you have anything else you guys want to do? You want to talk anything you want to do between each other, or
While Dr. Zero was forging the weapons,
Mhm.
I was just doing my daily prayers and praying to Moradin and thanking him for all of the good things that he does for everyone.
okay?
That's about it.
You do your prayers.
Get
You
my-
get your spells. You set your spell list for the day, and
Yes,
you guys
sir.
are all set. And you start heading, and you head over to the tavern.
Cool.
As you approach the tavern, you do see out front there are 2 wagons. One is they're both pulled by 2 oxen. There's a dwarf driving one, and the other there is nobody at the reins. The dwarf walks up to you. He introduces himself. I'm Gundren Rockseeker. I'm assuming you're and he kind of like looks at the elf and he says, "You're Eldarin."
Eldrin. Well met, Gundren. Yes. We will be accompanying you and guarding this caravan.
Yeah. The lady told me. So, are you all? You got your. He kind of chuckles. He said, "You didn't have to buy all that. We've got more than enough."
It's always safe to be prepared, extra prepared on the road, Gundren.
All right. I mean, just go ahead and throw it in the back there, then, and I'm ready to go when you are. I've been a bit ahead of schedule, but yeah, if you're ready, I'm ready.
Absolutely, lead the way. And who's most skilled on running a caravan here?
You don't really need to know how to ride to drive a cart. It's just a basic cart.
Cool.
So anybody who wants to ride the bull can't, obviously, but who wants to drive the other wagon?
I'll take the reins.
Is it horse driven or is it steam powered?
It's oxen. It's 2 oxen.
Oh,
Okay.
oxen.
Yeah, this is technology isn't like in a big city like this. This is where you're going to see a lot of the technology and stuff like that. Outside of the city, there's really not that much of it.
Okay.
It's all still very new.
I do have a quick question for the dwarf as we begin our journey. What your holy symbol is it an actually medallion or talisman around your neck, or is it your weapon? Which I'm asking which your arcane bonus is.
Oh yeah, I forgot my little holy symbol, which would be like a medallion.
That's your arcane focus, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you hold that up when you cast your spells and stuff.
Yes.
Okay, I ask for it.
All right. You're going to be careful with this, right?
I will make it better. I'm certainly not going to disrespect Moradin. He might well be my creator for all I know.
Well then, lad, I believe in you. I trust you. Here you go. I just hand you my my medallion with, I got a bit of concern in my eye, but at the same time, I feel pretty confident in you.
Okay.
Yeah, I just watched you make these amazing weapons, or I know that you made these amazing weapons. I might not have watched you, but I know that you are quite the skilled individual. So
now, as we're going along, as he's driving the cart and we're moving along, I'm riding on top of the metronome, of course, I have it in track mode. So, and while I'm doing that, I'm just I'm improving the arcane focus.
Okay.
Gundren have anyone accompanying him, or is he solo?
No.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, no. I would say in this situation, no. But keep in mind that the metronome has an effect upon it. It cannot be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay. You do see Gundren. He another man walks out. Let's see. I'm trying to see who he's at. He's a half elf. You don't catch his name, but he comes to him. They bends over. He talks to him. He nods his head, and then jumps on a horse, and then gallops off.
Ooh, what did he look like?
He's about 5 foot, 5'2", 5'3". He's got long brown hair.
Human.
Sharp features. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he's half elf, so he looks.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
He's pretty short.
Yeah, he is. He's a little on the short side, but he jumps on his horse and he rides off at a pretty good clip. And he nods at you and he says, Gundren jumps. He seems pretty excited to get on their way. He gets up in the other wagon. And he's like, "Well, whenever you're ready."
All right, I'll climb up with him.
Okay. Who's going in what cart?
I'll drive the other cart.
Okay.
So you got dwarves driving both carts.
That's fine. You climb up into the other cart. It's a pretty sturdy cart. It's basic. The seats got some padding to it, so the trip's not going to be an absolute agony. You're not sitting on bare wood. If you look in the who else is getting into the cart? The cart with Russ. Crickets. You're not very popular, Russ.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm on the Mechanome, so I have my own
Yeah.
transportation. So
So he's driving the cart. Can I actually ride on the ox?
yes, yes.
You can, yeah. Go, give me an animal handling check.
All right.
How large is the cart?
It's actually big enough. Like you can sit in it. It's it's not going to be super. I mean, it's a cart, man. I mean, it's about 5 feet wide, so you can sit in it. And you're probably going to need to ride.
I go to jump on this thing and I fall flat on my face.
Okay, Bull
And
trots
trampled
up to the
underneath.
He trots up to one of the oxen. He starts pulling his way up. The oxen kind of just shrugs him off, and he falls flat on his face.
I rolled a 1.
The ox turns and looks at you with its big cow face. It's just kind of. Basically, an ox is saying, "Piss off."
Then I'll just I'll walk for now.
Yeah, as long as you're the only one back in the back of the cart, Rav, you'll be fine. And these things are going to be moving at a pretty good clip, so you're not going to be able to really keep up with it. Okay, so then Rav gets in. Which one are you getting in the back of, man?
The bigger one.
They're both the same. They're both the same, dude. Just pick one.
Come on, Rav, keep me company.
Fine, cleric.
Okay, all right. You get in the back of the cart with the cleric. You move the provisions and supplies out of the way. You sit down, and Dr. Zero is riding on the freaking gnome.
Yep.
And
working on
Eldrin.
Working on a talisman.
Eldrin gets into the other cart, and you guys make your way out of the capital. You follow.
So we're riding shotgun. I'll have my heavy crossbow across my lap, and
okay,
and just so Gundren, what can you tell me about Alervik?
Alervik? Well, it's just a mining town. It's nothing special. It's a bit of a rough and tumble place. It's a couple of days southeast of the city, and it's the lady's got some she's got some interest there. She's got her fingers in a few pies regarding some of the claims out there. There's a bit of silver in the hills. There's some other raw materials and irons, but there's been a bit of trouble there lately. They need some provisions, and she's sending us out there to take care of it. That's about it.
Just take care of these provisions, or is there something that my lady needs done in town?
Well, I mean, I don't not that I'm aware of. I'm just hired to drive the cart. I've got my own business and interests out there. Beyond that, I just take the gold she gives me, and that's it.
Excellent. So, as Alervik, that hasn't been around very long, has it? I don't recognize it.
Well, it's changed names a few times, but no, it's been around for as long as I've known. I've been alive, so it's not the kind of place you're going to hear a lot about.
Oh, that's true, and I'm new to this part of the world, so I'm traveling a lot myself.
Yeah, it's not. Let me put it this way: whatever she's paying you, she's probably overpaying you because it's boring. It's not that big of a deal.
No, let's hope you're right.
Oh, well, that's what you're here for.
Exactly. When you've ever had any problems on this journey before?
Oh, I mean the occasional wild animal, or some idiot, some group of idiots trying to steal your coin. But I don't know, a couple of he kind of pats the short sword he's carrying. Is a couple of swipes of this will take care of most of that.
There we go. So you do have highwaymen known to be traveling on this road.
Well, not until we get up past the main road and we make our turn off on the Tribord Trail. The Tribord Trail is a bit more of a rough and tumble place. There's bandits and outlaws have been known to lurk along that trail. So, like I said, that's what you're here for. Well, that's at least a day away.
Okay. All right. Good to know.
Okay. And as you're talking, he kind of snaps the reins, and the carts are moving along, and you guys are making your way out of the city and down the road.
Cool. Now, during the early movement, because I want to get this done early before we run into trouble. During the early part of it, I do eventually come up alongside the cart that the dwarf is driving, and I come up and actually have built into the mechanome. I have the magical item, a climbing rope, and it lifts the seat off where I am, and it goes over to the left, and I'm floating right next to him as if I'm sitting next to him. I take the talisman and I hold it in front of his face, and I says, "Please make your proclamation, Sir Russ."
Well, thank you kindly, sir.
No, I'm asking you to make your proclamation.
What does that mean?
Meaning, in the name of Moradin, or whatever that is.
Oh, in the name of Moradin.
Your proclamation is what you use to activate your talisman.
All right, I take and he says that, and I twist some little teeny screwdrivers, and I say, "More dramatic, please."
Well then, in the name of Moradin, I cast ye's power. Thank you, sir. Well, I don't really know what the fuck I'm doing.
Well, that'll do. And
in the name of
you see me taking these little screwdriver and turning back and forth and going. You hear your voice going back and forth. I cut this, I cut that, and I in the name of Moradin, and I that'll do. So I go back over to my thing and I finish it. And then when I very quickly I do come back, I hand it over to you, and you see that it looks the same as it did, but it has like little whirling gears and stuff inside of it now. Well, hold on, let me finish real quick, Slick.
Russ needs to work on his delivery.
Yeah, he does. It's true. It's true. Sorry. And now basically I give it back to you. Now what this does, this is an arcane focus. And it has been, in essence magified. So it's a +1 to all actions you would use it for. It actually will also create a +1 damage to a damaging spell that is used through it.
Yeah.
And what it does, it has a few of the little side features I put into it. One, it can cast a light spell at will if you upon your you activating it. It also when you use it, it echoes your voice and amplifies it. Right, so it makes it much louder. Your proclamation, and it also has it puts out like a projected image of my version of Moradin, what I think he looks like, which is just like a very stylistic looking dwarven golden head. Every time you use it, so there you go.
And it now also doubles as a cappuccino maker.
That is true. That is the side effect.
So Moradin's name be praised.
Okay. So you now have the most unique magical focus that's ever been created.
Yeah. Now I'm paying attention, just so you know.
Yeah, that's good. And you're walking along the road. The mechanome's keeping up. It's keeping up pretty good. The road, as you do travel for the first half of the day, eventually you do get to the point where the road is no longer paved. And you're on a regular old style dirt road. And let's see, let me go ahead and I'm gonna make a couple rolls to see if there's any encounters. 1 second, please.
So how's everyone doing today? Have you
Oh.
praised Moradin lately?
Oh, very well. I'm in the process of mounting large 50 caliber guns on the side of my mechanome chair.
Jeez.
I do not praise Morden.
Can I ask you, Rav, who are your gods? Do you have even one?
The gods that I favor, that are of my tribe and my range, are Tormir, Timoria, Tyrain, and Tempestus.
Oof. Damn.
And John Cena.
John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. Okay. Okay, so the first half of the day goes by. There's no encounters. Nothing unusual happens. All right. Okay. Second half of the first day. Nothing. As you're along the road, nothing happens. You pass a bit of traffic here and there. Obviously, you're still fairly close to the capital, and there's a lot of traffic going. A lot of travel going there. The further out you get, it thins, and eventually you are alone on the road, and the sun begins to set. So what do you guys do? Your driver says, "We need to just think about pulling off to this side and making camp for the night."
Okay.
So what's the surroundings look like? How nice is a place? Do we have any place good nearby to camp?
You are actually traveling. It's about half the day you begin to hit the more of a wooded area, and now you are traveling in full on forest.
All right, I'll scout around this area, and you make camp.
Okay. You guys are okay. So you're gonna go ahead and decide to pull off to make camp, and you're gonna go look for a good place. Eldrin.
Yes.
Okay. You bring the carts to a stop. You've got about an hour before sunset. Go ahead and give me a nature roll.
Okay. Then as I get off and I say, hey, just so you know, this area has been frequented or known to be frequented by highwaymen. So while I'm gone, be on your guard.
Highwayman.
So it's intelligence, and I rolled a 17.
17. Okay. You start looking. It's you do find a pretty decent clearing. It's not far from the road. It's maybe like 100 feet off the road. There's it just makes a thinner area of the trees, and you find a decent place. There's like a fallen tree there that'll act as a windbreak, and you can pick up a pretty good camp here.
Okay, and while I'm there, I'll send a message.
Okay.
And say halfway
Sending out an SOS.
to the bitch.
What?
You sending out a message. So I'll say War Golem imparts his essence into his creations.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
you send the message, and you get back, and after about like 2-3 minutes, you get back. Try to elaborate more in the future. And that's it.
okay.
It was a different voice this time from the first time that you heard it. So at the very least, you know that she has at least 2 lieutenants.
Okay.
That she trusts enough with whatever it is she's planning. Okay, so you guys pull off to the side of the road. You Gundren spends what little time he has left before sundown unhooking the oxen and staking them into the ground. Starts pulling out like a small pup tent and a bedroll. What do you guys do? You guys starting the fire and basic stuff like that?
I'm gonna write a cipher, a code, using my kit, and the code's gonna say, Elotera is spying on you and me, and I'm gonna try to do that thinking in other languages while I'm doing it, try and mask my thoughts, or if I can do that with my intelligence.
You can try to. I mean, you can mess your. She's not reading your mind. The message that she was sending you.
He doesn't know that.
Oh, that's true.
I don't know that. Yeah, so I'm just.
Yeah. So yeah, you
can. I have been communicated
yeah.
like that before, so I'm being.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You try to think twisted thoughts as you're doing this. Now, what are you carving this on? What are you putting this on?
Well, I have a forgery kit, so I have ink, I have paper, I have.
So you're just writing it on a sheet of paper?
Yeah, I'm writing it on a piece of paper with ink, and it's going to be in a code that I think Zero could figure out.
Okay.
So it's a challenge, it's a puzzle for him.
Okay, go ahead and make a forgery roll.
Okay, so that's a skill, dexterity or intelligence?
Tools.
My tool proficiency. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, whatever your tools
so
are.
I'm doing a DC roll. Okay.
Yep.
So that's an 18.
Okay. You do a pretty good job, man. You write it out. You're pretty sure that nobody else is going to be able to read this. But Zero being Zero, he'll probably sit there and factor it out, and you're pretty confident that you made this difficult for anybody to crack.
Okay.
Okay. So you've got this written on a piece of paper.
Yeah, it says sorry, her name Elotera has conscripted me. She is spying on us both. Discretion is necessary for survival, and that's pretty short and sweet, but I think to the point.
Okay.
And I will pass that. There's a Dr. Zero. I have a puzzle for you.
Ah, I do like puzzles.
Now, there's a caveat to this puzzle. It's a secret.
Mm-hmm.
And when you understand and you solve the puzzle, you'll know what I mean. And I'll hand it to him.
Okay. He hands you a piece of paper. It's got obviously some kind of cipher on it. It's written in code.
Natural 20. 2 seconds later.
Okay, you hand it to Zero. He looks at it. You see that thing where like the light flashes in his eyes for a second, and he scans the entire page and he hands it back to you. And what do you say, Chester?
I understand. I would not be surprised by such a thing.
And he literally looks at it and he hands it back to you. Like this thing that you put so much time and effort into, that you were like, man, this code is going to take a lot to crack. He does it in 2 seconds.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not joking. I did roll a natural 20.
No, I get you, man.
It wasted 20,
my character,
but nevertheless.
Hey, it's good, but hey, it's we're being consistent. I get egg on my face every show. Here we go.
So how do I actually respond to that beyond that? I using the exact code that he used. I have a little laser pen that comes out of my left arm, and I etch in his exact code, and I give the paper back to him, and it says, "How do you know that?"
I'll underline the first line that she conscripted me.
Okay.
I've been pressed into service by her. I'll say when I was summoned to her after our first adventure, I was pressed into service.
And I continue writing with my little laser pen.
Back and forth.
Go back and forth. Yeah, I say that. And how do you know that she can see what you were doing?
Psychic connection. She's in my thoughts.
Did she give you an item? This is writing, Bob.
Oh yeah, I understand. As you guys are, but no, actually, let me make a couple of rolls here. Okay. 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 And anybody else who's here, if you want to make a perception check, you can go ahead and do that. But yeah, the dwarf is just like he's busy with his oxen. Doesn't notice what you guys are doing. Yeah, Gundren is completely oblivious to what you're doing. So, but if anybody else
rolling
wants
a
to,
perception check.
yep, roll a perception check.
3.
Yeah, you're busy setting up the fire and maybe getting some food out for the night.
He's trying to
forgot
get
to
rid of
say-
those impure thoughts he had of that young dwarf lady he saw the other day. That's what
I
he's doing.
forgot to say.
I'm furiously praying to Moradin
Yes,
for my
Okay.
salvation.
that's right.
I
You
forgot
say-
to say. Rob is gone. I'll walk about his reconnoitering. So
Oh,
I
cool.
rolled him at 17, but he probably didn't hear any of your shit. So
Yeah, if you're walking around, looking around, then you probably wouldn't notice. Okay.
Yeah. All right, to answer your question, I nod. Affirmative.
I put
Do
my
I-
hand out.
do I add anything on my on a roll? So I had +2 on my roll, right? On a
Yeah.
perception.
On your
All right,
perception check. Yeah.
did I-
Is
Did I
perception,
find
Sorry.
something with the 19?
your perception check is based on your wisdom. Is perception one of your in-class abilities?
No.
Okay, so then it would just be your whatever your wisdom. What's your wisdom modifier?
So then a 20 because I got a 17. So
Okay.
Okay, so 17. There you go.
All right.
well, no, I got a 17 and it
Oh,
had
so
my
22.
wisdom, that's 20. 22.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
That's my proficiency.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
without.
what did you actually roll?
He rolled a 17, and he adds +5,
Okay.
so he gets 22.
Oh, okay.
What is
So,
he?
20.
No, that skill's not one of his in-class abilities. Though.
Right? No, that's just with his wisdom modifier.
He has a
Right.
20 wisdom.
So your wisdom's a 3, right?
Yes.
Okay.
My bad.
Oh,
So that would be
20.
a 20.
Thought he said it was.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was confused. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
20. So
It confused me for a second, there, but you're good.
did I
And
perceive anything out in, around the camp?
You're walking around. You see a little bit of wildlife, like you see like some some squirrels. It's getting towards dusk, so a lot of that stuff is starting to go into cover. You don't see any predators of any kind. You see some deer tracks, so if you wanted to go hunting later in the day, you could do that. But
Okay.
you don't really see much of anything.
I do have like forest craft and that sort of thing. From my youth, so.
That's fine.
Right.
But no, you don't see any dangers or anything like that. It's
Right. That's all.
and-
I was just checking. That's all.
no, you're good. You're good. And it's pretty early in the night, so. Okay, so are you guys going to continue your discussion, or
Yes, I put my hand out.
I'll just
and I say I don't want to be impulsive. I'm wary.
Yes, that's why I have my
as
hand
it,
out.
as they're doing their back and forth conversation, I'm looking at the notes they're passing back and forth, acting like I know what's on them, while I clearly do not. That's what I'm doing.
That's perfect.
okay? You just kind of do you like pick the note up, and you kind of take it, and you kind of turn it up upside down,
I
and you're
look
just
at it,
kind of you nod like mm-hmm.
I put my hand on my chin and I nod, like I'm understanding, just because I've seen people do it, but I have no idea what's on it.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
it's gibberish.
the
'Cause
arm.
I can't see anything.
His own arm shocks him.
That's about right.
Okay. Your own arm shocks you. You take.
I wasn't damaging him. Now, come on.
No. You said you're shocking him.
All right, fine. That's fine.
You
That's a
take
shock.
you take 2 points of damage.
Okay.
You did.
I look at the paper confused, like I thought that was what shocked me.
Sure, that's perfect. Yeah,
Words are evil.
words are
Yeah.
evil. That is fair.
Why do you guys spend so much time looking at them?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead, and if you wish to continue your discussion, you may do so.
Just
Yeah,
wait.
I'll,
Wait on Bill.
I'm going to do a sleight of hand. And I rolled a 19. I have so that's in the 20s. And I pull a met with, so that Zero doesn't see me, but I pull a black pouch out from his ear. like a magic trick.
Ooh, I'm 12.
Okay.
Out from Zero's ear or out from my ear?
From Zero's ear or whatever it is.
Okay.
From the side
And-
of Zero's head, whatever that thing is that's sticking out.
Right?
And I say, and I'm saying, do not trip this. It would spell our doom.
I understood.
And I palm it, put it in his palm with all seriousness. Yeah.
Okay. And what's in the pouch?
The ring of messaging.
Okay.
So I just basically cast one of my identify spells on it. Although I am taking time to be cautious to make sure that there are no traps or arcane traps or any of those kind of things on it before doing so. So whatever.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an arcane roll.
Okay. $26.
Okay. You know exactly what it is. It is a ring of messaging. It has 3 charges, and that's all it's on it. That's just it. It's a
No
ring of sending.
trapping, no
Nope.
no wards or nothing like that.
No.
Okay. I write after however long that takes. I come back to him, and on the paper I've written down that a much more lengthy thing, and I say that she cannot see what you are doing unless you are speaking directly to her through this messaging ring. It's a very standard item. However, we never know who else is watching. But the ring itself is not monitoring you. There's no way she can see or read your thoughts, is what I'm trying to say to her.
And so I write back to him, I think we should continue the facade and entrap her with her own deeds.
Now, just a quick aside. I know who Inatharia is. But
Yes,
how
and-
well do I know who she is? I mean, how old am I now? I mean, well, I'm 1,000 years old, but I mean, how old am I as far as being awake?
You've been around for a couple of years. You do know that it doesn't surprise you that she's doing this. She's one of the people who thought it would be better for them to basically take you apart and figure out how you work.
Sure.
Whereas Zadrus was more interested in what a creature like you could become, what you are, what you could become, and what you could evolve into. She was more interested in your function.
Okay.
And she was very much she was very much in contention with Zadrus, and you know that there is a bit of a rivalry between the two of them because even though she is an elf and she's been around for so long, he has basically surpassed her in station within the Seraphinium sanctum.
Is she a noble of some kind?
She's you don't know if she's a noble of any kind, but she carries herself as though she is.
I see.
She carries herself as though she's more important than everybody else.
I see. So is there anything else that I would know about her that would be pertinent?
She's very much just your own. Give me a wisdom check.
Okay. 20.
20. She strikes you as very much one of those people that's that's an up and comer. She's looking for to increase her lot in life, and with the 20, you do know that she does have the ear of the royal family.
Okay. Cool. So, yeah, I guess I'm just gonna have to leave it in Bill's hands then.
Yeah. It doesn't surprise you that she's doing something underhanded like this either.
All right.
So while I was out, I set 3 game snares and a couple of booby traps coming into our little campsite. We should have fresh meat in the morning, depending on my roll.
Ooh.
Okay. Okay. So for the rest of the night, are you guys doing? Are you going to continue this discussion, or?
What's up to Bill?
I think we're good, and I'll take back the magic item, and set watch. And Bull doesn't get to watch.
The bull doesn't get to watch. Now, just as a quick aside, in my what did I have, a 26 on that roll? Do I know that I could put a relay on that ring?
You could try to do it without damaging it and altering the enchanting is it's a finicky thing. If you mess with it too much, you could break it.
Sure.
You could definitely give it a try if you wanted to. In the right circumstances, you wouldn't want to do it out here in the open, like out on the road like that. But it is something you could attempt later on.
Okay.
And by the way, you do know that and specifically, Elotera is the person within the royal family that she is connected to is Princess Lizelot.
Let's see here.
Princess Lizelot.
Yeah, Lizelot.
No, I'm going. No. Lays a lot. It's done.
Princess Lizelot.
I hate you guys so freaking much.
Connected.
The name is spelled L-I-E.
No, Princess.
It's spelled L-I-E.
A lot. Got it.
I swear to God, I will kill you all right now. Liesel.
Oh no, rocks fall.
Oh, Jesus.
Princess Lizelot.
Princess Lizelot is going to meet us, and
I'm sending you all to the 9th ring of hell.
All right, fine. Fine. Go ahead. Spell it again.
Lieselotte.
That's the French pronunciation of lazy.
It is. It's lays a lot. What's the problem?
Sounds Scottish. Lizelot.
Lizelot.
Sweet. All right.
Cornelius would love her.
Cornelius would love her.
Nick, you're right. I'm changing your name to Dana Schwartz.
Oh, God. Damn it, Bob. All right.
But she's the princess, and she has two brothers, Sandro and Casper.
Lizelot as well.
And she has two brothers.
She has two brothers.
Is that her last name or her first name?
That's her first name. Last name is
Ovman. The last name is Ovman.
So Lady
Lizelot of men. Oh,
Lady, she's Princess Lizelot Otris.
Of men.
Okay. Her older brother is Casper Otris. And her younger brother is Sandro Otris. Casper is coincidentally, he's the one.
Older brother again, please. Older brother again, please.
Older brother is Casper Otris. Kaspar.
Casper.
And he's the one in line for the crown.
And younger?
Right? And the younger brother is Sandro Otris. Sandro.
Okay.
Casper, is Sandro is kind of renowned for being a pretty tough, brutish kind of person. He's he's a general within the king's army. Casper is much more diplomatic. In fact, he's the one who brokered the peace between Otristan and the orcs.
Okay.
Bring to end a war that bring an end to the war that had been going on for over a century.
Okay. And these are royals, right?
These are the princess and the princes of Otristan.
Okay. All right.
The princess is the one that the Arcanist is basically got her hooks into.
Okay.
So the fact that she's doing this does not surprise you at all. She's very much a conniver.
Can you spell the Ostrisan again? Otrisan. How can you spell it? It's just,
Otris.
So it's just Otris and the family name, and then Anne. Yeah. A-N. Okay.
Yeah. The kingdom is named after the first king Otris.
Otristan. Okay.
All
right. Cool. I got that written down. All right. Nice.
Okay. All right. So who's taking first watch?
I am.
You are, and anybody going to sit up with him or?
Well, I mean, I don't sleep anyway, dude.
Mhm.
And I have the Mechanome with his extended legs. He's sitting about 20 feet above the camp, just scanning around. And during when they were eating and all those kind of things, which I don't do, I actually collected the crossbows and the swords back, and I take out my jeweler's tools, and I'm just kind of fluting them and making them pretty.
Mine as well.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
well,
sitting right
then
next to you, so no
Yeah.
big deal.
Do you? Well, that's the question. Do you want him to put a bunch of pretty stuff on your sword?
that's fine. He's a good craftsman, but I'll be carrying around my blunderbuss then. So
All right.
I will put on my dark vision goggles. He supplied me. I have pretty good vision at night anyway, but not the complete dark vision. And I will keep my eyes averted from the fire because probably not a good idea.
And while I'm on watch, I'll keep my arms with me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be done by then.
Okay.
It's not going to take very long. I mean, you want me to make a roll? I mean, I'm just basically adding aesthetic. I'm not doing anything mechanical.
Well,
Bob.
No, you can. Yeah, if all you're doing is basically decorating them. So
Yeah, I'm beautifying it. That's it. Yeah.
yeah, I'm not gonna make you roll for that. That's not the big deal. Good lord, man, this random generator is trying to kill you guys.
Awesome.
Good. I'm snoring loudly, so.
Oh, you want to fight 3 werewolves and a handful of zombies?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah.
Oh snap!
Just throw Bob at him.
Yeah.
Jeez, man. Okay. All right. Yeah. Screw it. Let's do it. This thing, like, oh my
Yeah, baby.
No. I hit regenerate and it came up with something a little easier to handle. All right. Okay. Chester, give me a actually, what's the perception? What's the passive perception for the Mechanome?
Well, the Mechanome can't be surprised. That doesn't mean it doesn't see everything. So
Mhm.
the passive perception, I got it written down here. 14.
14. Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay. And nobody else said that they were sitting up other than Rav. So Rav, if you want to go ahead and what's your passive perception?
Passive perception.
Yeah.
Second 14.
Okay.
And so okay, I don't do a roll.
No, not yet.
I do have those booby traps out there though.
Yeah, and I'm actually he's rolling on those right now. Okay. Okay. And these are the booby traps. What exactly did you set it for these booby traps?
Basically like to get the ankle and somebody up in the air.
So they're snares?
Yeah.
Okay. And let me pull that out there. Yep. Good. Okay. Give me a the Mechanome and Rav. You can both roll just regular perception checks. This is audio.
Well, I'm sitting underneath the Mechanome, but I'm too busy, I'm assuming.
Yeah, you're sitting here you're
That's
fluting
fine.
everything.
That's fine. Yeah.
That's why I was asking for past perceptions.
All right, so the
16.
actual possession is 18 for me.
16.
Okay. 16. Okay. About 2 hours after everybody else is asleep and Dr. Zero is sitting there, he's putting these filigrees into one of the crossbows. The Mechanome suddenly what does the Mechanome do when it's alerted to something?
Oh, well, it's connected to me, mentally linked to me, so it would set up an alarm for me, and it would set up an alarm to the entire camp.
Okay. Go ahead and describe the alarm that happens then.
Yeah, danger.
Good God, man!
It would have been great if it was just a recording of me saying cock-a-doodle-doo.
Oh, I wish I thought of that. Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, everybody that is asleep, give me a fortitude save.
Fortitude. All right.
Fortitude save.
Yeah.
That's including me.
Well, no, you were technically awake, so
Okay.
and,
Would that be Constitution then?
yeah. What's fortitude? Yeah.
So a 3.
Oh God.
Yes, that's a dwarf. A Constitution
Um,
main character rolling a 3. That's what we want.
19 for me.
So
Okay.
no, wait, plus 3. So that's no, it's a 6.
Yeah, even
Okay.
better.
I got
So-
a 20.
You got what?
18 to 20.
You got a 20, and then you were awake, so this isn't going to affect you, Rav.
Tin Man.
Okay, so everybody, you wake with a start. This klaxon starts going off, and I feel bad saying this, man.
Mhm.
But Russ, you jerk that, and as you jerk up, you actually you jerk yourself to your feet, and then you trip over your own armor. That
Oh,
was that.
no.
So you trip and you fall, and you're at disadvantage for
face first into
for
the
this
dirt.
current round. And as the klaxon goes off, you hear
Now, the Mechanome is also shining a light directly on the issue, by the way.
okay. As soon as you hear that noise, the light swings over, and charging into the camp is a troll.
Oh, Jesus.
Yay!
Tin Man.
Roll
Tin Man.
initiative.
My
Yes.
sword.
I was working on the.
not yet.
No, I
Not
was
yet,
working
guys.
on. He said I was working on the crossbow, so you have the sword.
So,
Oh, okay.
well, you said you took the weapons
Okay,
to work
that's
on.
fine. Okay.
Okay, so this round you don't have the two crossbows
Yep.
and the sword are in front of Dr. Zero.
Okay.
All right, so everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
That is a 15 for me.
13.
I got
14.
15.
Oh, hang on. Okay, Rav, what'd you get for initiative?
A sec, sorry. What do I add on that? Is it just straight the roll, or what do I add on top of that?
Roll plus
You-
dex.
Yeah, the 20 plus. You roll the d20 plus your dex modifier.
All right, 12.
12. Okay, and Russ.
15.
Okay. Bull.
15.
15. Okay. Dr. Zero.
13.
13. Okay. Eldrin.
15.
15. All right. And let me go ahead and roll for the dwarf. He got a 15 as well.
What do you know?
What do you know? So 15. And
How was I slow on the draw compared to all these other boys? That just doesn't make any sense.
you
are
were busy
large.
dreaming of large women.
That's right.
Guess so. Jeez.
Okay. Gundren is on a 15 as well. And let me bring my damn notes up here.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. We got the cart driver with us. Yeah.
Yep. And yeah, Gundren, he's on a 15. Unfortunately, the troll is going on a 17.
Yay!
So the troll is first. And the troll is, as the troll is running up, it turns and it looks at the biggest thing they hear that can possibly be a threat to it. And it runs straight up to you, Rav. You said you had your blunderbuss, but the troll is going to run right up to you. And it is going to use its multi-attack. It's going to use its 2 claws and its bite. All right, and what's your AC?
22.
22. Okay, yeah, you were awake. All right, so it's plus 7. So 25, it hits. For first attack, I'm gonna go ahead and roll the second one. You said it was 22 for your armor?
Yep.
Hits. And then the bite misses. All right, so 2 hits with its claws. So 2d6 plus 4 slashing damage. Where did I put my dice? There is my dice. Actually, that's 2d6. I'm sorry, not 2d4. 6, 9, So you take 13 from the first attack. 13 slashing from the first attack. And, oh, jeez. 14 from the second. So you take 27 points of damage as this troll trundles up to you and just rakes you across the chest. Okay. It is now, let's see here, the 15th. So, Russ, what is your, Russ and Bull, what are your initiative modifiers?
I've got a +2.
You got a +2.
What's your
Russ?
dexterity, Russ? Yeah.
+1.
+1. Okay, so you go first, Bull. Okay, Bull, you see this thing, this nasty looking thing, looks like a giant version of Mech Muckbones, runs up and just rakes Rav across the chest.
How close am I?
You guys were all camped out, so you're within movement distance.
Okay, I'm going to get within flanking position of Rav, and then I am going to just start swinging at it with my weapon. That's what I'm going to do.
Go ahead. And.
Let me roll this real quick. First, my roll. Oh, holy crap! I keep rolling 13s. 13 plus 5, so that would be an 18 to hit.
18 hits. 18 hits.
All right, and then it's okay. Hold on one sec. All right, and that is a 11 points of damage.
Okay.
And that should be it. Hold on one sec. I feel like that's just making sure there's nothing else to add to that. Oh, I'm sorry. That's 13 points of damage. All right.
So 2 more points of damage?
Yep.
Okay. All right. You're all done?
Okay.
Okay. So you're now in flanking. You're flanking with...
By the way, I have a skill. Stone's Endurance. It shrugs off injury. I had to look it up here. And I'm going to roll a d12.
Oh, and
my Constitution modifier to reduce the damage I took.
Okay.
And I am raging as I do this, by the way.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know.
I was going to say, you make sure you acknowledge that, because if not...
I'm absolutely raging. Absolutely raging.
So you would like to rage.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Constitution is 4. Okay, that's 14 points off of that.
14 points off of that? Okay. All right.
I can only do that once, though, so...
Yeah, I know.
We'll put once for, like, rest and stuff, so...
So you're back up to 37. Okay. All right. Next up is Ruskar. What are you doing, sir?
I'm going to go ahead and use my guiding bolt, if that's okay. Am I in range for that?
Yes, sir. What level
All
are
right,
you using?
I'm going to go ahead and use guiding bolt. Well, we're level 4 right now, so that's a level 1 spell.
Yeah, if you have a level 2 slot, so you could cast it in a level 2 slot and do more damage.
Well, then I will set that in level 2 instead.
Okay.
We'll say it was level 2 the whole time.
Okay, so yeah, it's level 2, so yeah, you don't have any level 3 spells, so go ahead and just go ahead and roll it.
Right.
I'm just letting you know that like spells like that, you can actually pump them up by pushing them into higher spell slots.
Sweet. I will keep that in mind.
All right, go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll it.
I'd say an 18.
18 points of damage, or 18 to hit.
Yes.
Okay, 18 hits. Go ahead and roll
18,
your damage.
20. Oh my god.
20 points. Wait, what are you doing? What are you rolling here? Hang on a second.
All right. A d20, right? We're supposed to be rolling a d20.
That's to hit it.
What am I doing wrong?
Okay, roll it. You roll a d20 to hit it. You said you got an 18, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you
Right.
hit it. Now you
D8,
want to
right?
roll. Yeah, no. Now you want to roll for guiding bolt. I'm trying to find the damn spell here. Guiding bolt is a first level spell. Are you pushing it in as a second level spell?
He is.
Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna roll 5d6.
5d6.
5d6 of radiant
3,
damage.
4, 5. Okay, fine.
Roll
I
that.
got 5d6 here.
Go ahead and roll that. Add it up. Tell me what you get.
All right. 10, 18, 20. Okay.
Okay. You do 20 points of radiant damage, and you give advantage on the next attack that comes after.
Nice.
Okay, so minus 20. Okay, yeah. So the dwarf rights himself after he fell down, turns around, aims his holy symbol, and that weird recording comes out of it as he does, and a blast of radiant damage smashes into the troll, dead center in its chest. Big friggin' burn mark in its chest, and this glittering, almost like glitter floating in the air is now surrounding it.
Don't forget the holographic head of Moradin.
Yeah. Oh god.
Right.
That's going to be interesting later. Okay. So that's your turn. All right. Next up, we have Chester, Dr. Zero.
All right.
Actually, I rolled a 15, and I have a +4
Oh,
initiative.
Bill. Oh, I'm sorry, Bill.
Okay.
I completely forgot about you, sir.
No, it's all right. It happens all the time. You know.
Sorry, Chester. Yeah. Okay, Bill. Yeah. So you have advantage on this attack. Whatever you want to do, go for it.
Okay. So, and I see the troll pretty well. Then with my dark vision.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, you don't even need dark vision right now. The mechanome is basically lighting him up with a spotlight.
Okay. So what's the troll? Is he wearing a loincloth? Is he hairy? Does he?
It's okay. You've seen the movie Legend?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what mech muckbones look like?
I'm trying to remember. Yeah.
The witch, the bog witch. Okay, imagine that, but like built like Schwarzenegger and just ugly and nasty and just gigantic hook claws. It's disgusting.
God dang. All right. I'm going to do a prestidigitation and light its clothes on fire.
You mean the whole loincloth it's wearing?
Whatever clothing it has on it, light it on fire. Yeah.
All right.
For
All right. So you're casting prestidigitation?
Yeah.
So wait, you're creating an illusion of it, or because
No, it's prestidigitation can start a campfire or put out a campfire. So I'm doing that on them. It could light a torch, light a candle, light something, anything flammable. Boom.
okay, there's no like stipulation like Warner carried or like saves other characters have to make.
Okay, let me double check.
I'm making sure.
Yeah.
Because I thought there was, and
It's okay. So this is a minor. This is a magical trick.
So it wouldn't really. It's not.
Yeah,
Gonna do any damage.
it's a cantrip, so it's not really. Yeah, it's more for little it's just like a novelty thing.
It's okay.
Okay,
Bill,
well, then
Bill had to go first, though.
I was just trying to be creative here.
But
right.
yeah. So you can do whatever you can do. Are you going to do something else instead?
Yeah,
Because
I'll shoot Firebolt
okay,
with an advantage to hit.
Yep.
And I rolled a 15 plus 5, so 20 to hit. And that hits.
You said 20 to hit.
Yes.
Okay, that hits.
And then, so when I have advantage, that would be a sneak attack. So I'd add 1d6 to the damage.
Yes.
All right, so that's 12 points of damage.
Well, no, you don't get sneak attack dice with a spell. Oh no, you do because you're an arcane trickster.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. All right, my bad.
That's 12 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I have a sharpshooter or crossbow expert, and I still have my original hand crossbow. So I'll fire that at him. Is that still with advantage? Because for this round.
Okay, Flamebolt is that's a cantrip, right?
Yeah,
Okay, I just wanted to make
yeah,
sure.
but you get a bonus action with crossbow if you have two. If you use two hands,
Yeah.
shoot. Okay. And would that still be at advantage? You said the next. Is that just the next attack?
No, it's just the first attack.
Okay. So would this still be considered sneak attack or not?
No. Even if it was, you only get your sneak attack dice once.
Okay. So that's a natural 20 to hit with the crossbow.
Okay.
So, and then that's just a hand crossbow is 1d6.
Mm-hmm. So you roll 2d6.
So I rolled a d6, which is double it.
Yeah.
Right?
You can do either way.
So I rolled a 6, so that's 12 plus the 4 for a bonus is 16 with the hand crossbow. And then for my move action, I'm going to dash pick up my weapons from Chester was working on.
Okay, to pick them up is going to take a full action though.
Okay, so I can just do.
You can run over to them. But next round when you pick them up, that's your action.
To pick them up.
That's your bonus. That's your bonus action. I'm sorry.
Next move, that would be my bonus action to pick them up.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. And actually, the dwarf. Sorry, Chester. The dwarf goes next.
No
which
problem.
Seeing a freaking troll, looks at the short sword in his hand, looks at you guys and goes, "You're making your money now!" And he goes and hides behind the freaking. He hides behind the cart. Okay, now we're on to Dr. Zero. Now Dr. Zero is going to freaking drop the freaking hammer on this thing.
I will.
Light him up.
I shall.
And if he doesn't put him down, I will.
All right. Basically, what I'm doing is this. As a bonus action, Bull reaches out. The mystic energy of his arm, the gods are speaking through him as he usually thinks, and I'm reaching out to touch that gnome. Excuse me, not that gnome, the troll.
Troll. Okay.
Yeah. So that to make a touch, that's using my arcane attack, right? So that is a 21 to touch the troll.
You hit.
Okay. The troll takes 8. I think it's D8 plus 2, right? Yeah, it takes 8 points of damage of electrical damage.
Okay.
I drop one of the bulbs, so inside myself. Of course, I take a point of damage for that, and I let out with the 2. I'll just do the revolvers. These aren't area attacks. These are actually direct attacks. So I'll just do the revolvers. So that is a 27 and a 19.
Okay, both hit.
All right. Now all of this damage is fire.
I understand.
All right. Let me see
Roll your
here.
damage.
Yep.
Like I said, I kind of figured you were going to blow this thing up.
Oh yeah. Well, it's just a random encounter, right? Well, let me see here. I got to do this twice. All right. Here we go. So that's 9. That's 22, 26. 26 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Okay. And then that's my round.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No,
Okay.
that's my round.
The you actually watch as the wounds that the troll has gotten from you guys begin to close, and then all of a sudden, just this barrage of fire just hits the troll, and just not only does it blow a giant hole in the side of it, but the fire singes it, and you can see that the effect of fire against this creature is greater than it seems like it normally would be.
Mm-hmm.
And the troll just and it just falls over.
Mm-hmm. I walk up to Rav and I hand him his sword.
Thank you.
and then the werewolves and the zombies pop out of the forest.
Oh no!
Okay.
And the other shoe is dropped.
Actually, you know what? I think maybe I might have to do those encounters next time, because you guys wasted this thing.
Well, it's just one troll.
Yeah, it was just one troll, against a creature that could pump fire out like crazy.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that's true.
12 trolls.
I'm
that
gonna
would have
take my
been a
second
challenge.
wind, and I'm gonna roll D10 and my level to get a little more points back.
All right, go ahead.
And that one 12.
12 points.
Yeah.
Okay, so that puts you at 49.
All right.
Okay. All right. So there's a giant dead troll that smells awful.
I collect samples.
Yeah, get
Okay.
those parts.
What samples are you taking?
Well, I'll make an arcane roll.
Mm-hmm. Well, depending on what it is, it's either arcane or medicine.
Well, which would you like me? I rolled a natural 18, so what would you like me to use?
What are you taking? Just,
Well, I'm using I want to take it for spell component and those kind of the value for potions and things like that. So,
okay, that would be arcane then.
All right, so that is a
Plus, if we can sell stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so 25.
25. Okay. You've probably got the equipment and everything, I'm sure.
I do. Yes.
It's a mundane thing. Let's see here. You get. Let me roll a dice here. Where did my freaking dice go? There they are. Man, I was rolling good on that damage, man.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Dude, I was surprised with that. I was like, oh damn, you better start popping some of the abilities there, friggin' Rav, or you might be going down.
Didn't I?
Yeah. I was gonna say, is like, man, if they don't drop him, you might be dead next turn. You get 2 vials of troll blood.
Okay.
Where's my D4 at here? Ah. Wow. You get 4 vials of troll bile.
Okay.
And you get, because he's only got a few in his mouth. You get 5 troll teeth.
Okay.
And
5.
1 yard of troll skin.
Okay.
There you go. And this is all things that can be used either in like alchemy, potion making. You've heard people using the skin and the teeth for either arcane items of some kind or whatnot. These are all things that can be used as magical components of some kind for something.
Well, for me, alchemy and these things are scientific based, but they still function, right?
Right.
So.
Yeah. So while you guys are all kind of like taking this in, Dr. Zero literally just sets on dissecting this freaking thing. And the smell is awful. This thing smells like a nutsack that hasn't been washed in 1,000 years.
Sweet. That is quite the nutsack. All right.
For science.
For science.
It's
so disgusting.
It's nauseating. Yeah. The dwarf comes around the corner and he just goes, oh God, get away from the cop. I can't take it.
Poor dwarf. Doesn't even get to speak for himself.
He does walk up though, and he kind of pats
Oh, you're talking about the other
Russell
dwarf. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm talking about Gundren is the one. He's like, oh God.
Yeah, not me.
I thought
He pats Gundren on the shoulder. And he goes, oh, you did a great job. Good job. You definitely earned your money. I'll tell you that.
I'm busy.
Go jumping on the corpse or what's left of it.
Are you serious? Are you okay? So Bull, you go and you jump on. Like, describe this to everybody.
Well, I'm assuming it's after Dr. Zero has already collected what he wanted, the skin and everything. So just imagine like this thing already skinned, just on the ground, and I'm just jumping on it like I'm still fighting it.
Druid, be of some use and cast a spell on me to get rid of my scratches.
Druid. Who's just a druid?
Druid? You mean the cleric?
Wish I would have thought about create water as a spell today.
Same damn thing.
Yeah, druid, cleric, they're all the same.
Yeah, I know.
So he's got So basically, the big giant friggin' Goliath Eldritch Knight's got a boo-boo and he wants you to heal him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's got to make himself useful. He ran away like a little pissant.
We are
No.
gonna take a look.
Russ didn't do that.
Russ didn't?
No.
Gundren did that.
Hey,
Drive
I
Oh,
Russ.
was
it's
running
Gunray.
away. We're gonna get two
What?
dwarves
Do-
here. Come
Do
on.
Yeah,
all
he-
dwarves look like
Raph.
to you?
Yeah, he
Fine.
dropped a 5d6 guiding bolt
Yeah.
on it, dude.
This is some
Fine,
racist stuff right here.
Apologies to the dwarf. You're still.
Or you are just so you're one of those people. I get it.
Oh, I forgot to play our
I would be
to play our battle music. Hold on a second. I gotta play it. Let me play it.
Russ,
Play it.
I would be insulted. I would be seriously insulted.
You know, I am snoring.
I'm still hurt.
You're silly.
My feelings roused.
I go back to sleep, but just remember, I am snoring very loudly.
I'm playing our entry music. Hush.
Are you sleeping in the corpse? Are you sleeping in the corpse of the troll like Luke in the freaking
And I
time?
thought they smelled bad on the outside.
There we go. There's our entry music. That'll be good. It was actually a little bit in time. You were actually kind of hitting the rap there. It was nice, dude.
I've completely lost control of this.
You have. But that's our entry
right.
music for everybody right there. The Godzilla theme put to hip hop, baby. Sorry.
Okay, so that was the first 2 hours of the night. Let me go ahead and roll to see if anything else happens.
Yeah, I'm snoring loud, so just remember, I'm sure things can hear me.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. No. So the next 6 hours go by, and nothing else tries to kill you or, make a mess or make you all gag. By the way, the troll body's still there, and it's disgusting.
Oh no,
I'll drag it out.
Okay.
I'll drag it out.
Okay, you drag it out, man. This thing is
But
gross.
the druid cleric better do his job.
Oh yeah. Don't worry. I'll give you a healing word.
So Russ officially has to multi-class into a druid now. It's just it just has to happen now. Okay, so the day comes, all over your face.
Oh God.
You get to, dude, all the crap that you guys have been saying, you don't get to say jack.
Okay.
True.
Jack. I just said it.
Gundren starts hooking the oxen back up. The oxen, by the way, during this whole thing, it happened so fast they literally just kind of went, and then just went back to eating grass or whatever they were doing. So you get the carts back together and you get back on the road for day number 2. And since we were very close to 2 hours, we'll go ahead and call it there.
Cool.
How much XP did we get? Because we did take a long rest after.
You don't get any because you drove me nuts.
There you go.
Oh, but that's half the fun
There
of
you
it.
go. There you go. All right.
Give me a second. I'll have to calculate that for you.
All right.
Oh my God.
We're rolling up right now. Jeez.
We took pleasure from driving Chester.
Well,
nuts.
okay. Let's see.
His
I need to
campaign.
roll and see if my snares actually got some game.
Oh yeah.
So what do I roll?
Actually, I would roll that.
Oh yeah. We need some breakfast.
There you
We
go.
got plenty of food.
Well, one of them definitely did because that was a natural 20.
Okay.
Caught a bear.
Second one, you said you said 3 snares.
Three snares and 2 booby
Okay,
traps.
you
which
got-
I guess the one didn't get the troll.
No, the booby trap went off. It's just that it's a freaking troll. It's like
Yeah.
14 feet tall. So it wrapped around its toe and it just was like, whatever. So you got 2 of them. So I'll say you got 2 rabbits.
All right, 2 rabbits.
Nice.
2 rabbits. Kill the rabbit. All right.
One of
we
those
need
is mine,
breakfast.
and I'll give. And one of those is mine, and I'll give the rest to whoever they can share the rabbit.
Okay. So everybody gets so that the role play, everybody gets 1,200 XP.
Oh sweet.
All right.
1,200 XP
Each.
Yeah.
each.
Oh, good.
So
All right.
we should be at 4,400.
Yes, everybody should be exactly the same. Okay, so thanks for being here, guys. Hopefully it wasn't too boring. We did do a little bit of role playing at the beginning and got a little bit of the logistical stuff out of the way, and then but we did get at least one good encounter. And going forward from here, there should be quite a bit of this stuff coming because this is This is not the cakewalk that was presented to you.
Of course not. Yeah,
But,
of course not.
But I appreciate you guys bearing with me, and yeah, hopefully we'll be getting to do some exciting stuff next episode.
Absolutely, dude. All right, guys. Well, that was fun. We always enjoy doing the role playing here. Glad for those of you who are interested coming and joining us with it, and for all of those of you who will listen to it later in the background as you do more important things. Thank you very much for that. But keep in mind that tomorrow we will have our Fan Speak show. And we will get into discussing what's going on. Maybe we'll talk a little bit. I think I'm going to cover a little bit of video game stuff tomorrow as well, because there's quite a bit happening in the video game world. So come back for that. And then, of course, on a Thursday, we have the Drawn and Quartered Ultimate Edition. And this week, what are we doing this week? Let me check. Gotta open this thing up and see. But I seem to remember it was something pretty cool. So let me just find out what it is. Go ahead.
We're doing Princess Lazelot.
We should be.
Oh,
We should be.
God.
That's fair. That's fair.
You need to make up a song.
Yeah,
for
why
that.
don't you, there you go.
There
Why don't you
be.
do why don't you just do the D&D game? Say just draw one of the characters from the D&D game.
Well, maybe, but what they do, Pixel. This is Pixel Show, of course, and it is scheduled Akira. Akira. That's gonna be pretty cool. So definitely come back for these things this week, guys. Hope you all are doing well. I know a lot of you guys are stuck home during this ongoing situation. So hopefully you're all doing well and your families are doing well. And it looks like it's starting to come to an end, though. Things are starting to level off, so that's a good thing. But anyway, go ahead, Mr. Druid Cleric Dwarf. Why don't you give your closing statement?
My closing statement. Oh, great. Well, how about this? This is what is this? The Namaste, right?
No. This is just your
Here's
closing
a
statement.
quote by Stan.
Okay, you did. Go. No,
my
go
closing
ahead.
statement.
No, go ahead. Give it Stanley. That's fine.
Okay, well, here I got something. This is something from Stan Lee. He said comic books are like boobs. They look great on a computer, but I'd rather hold one in my hand.
Mm-hmm. Namaste.
So I think he's talking about digital comic book thing.
Yeah, he was. And namaste. So therefore, because we have our namaste, no one else gets to say anything. So thank you all very much. No, just joking. GP, go ahead.
Not a whole lot to say. I'm just having fun. As usual. Crazy times, everyone, but we're getting through it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh.
that's about it.
All right.
Not a whole lot new going on.
Sweet. Slick.
Well, I still have a book that is in demand on Indiegogo. Apparently, people are having questions about it right now that I didn't know, but they will all be answered as soon as I can get it into their hands, which shouldn't be too much longer. Also, you can come to my channel and watch the Cheesecake Challenge on Monday nights at 9 o'clock MST. That's Mountain Standard Time. And that's Slick Jimmy Speaks. And then you can come and find me on Twitter. Everybody likes to go to Twitter, huh? At Slick Jimmy Love on Twitter. So go and check me out there and say a word to me. There you go. Thank you.
Sweet, dude. Bob.
I hate you all.
Thank you. That's perfect. Namaste, indeed. And then last but certainly not least, and he could throw in another namaste if he'd like, Bill.
Yeah. So wash your hands for 20 seconds with hot water every time after you're done doing that one thing that you do that you don't want anybody to know about.
Oh, boy.
Pretzels.
Namaste.
Oh, my God. He knows about my pretzel fetish.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Confucius say, man who stand on toilet is high in pot.
Okay, well, namaste. So enough of this nonsense. We'll see you guys.
Namastes.
Right, 2. I'm going to go with the Stan Lee one because that's cooler. But nevertheless, we'll see you guys next week for another episode of Elotera, 3rd episode, actually. And things starting to get going, dude. So rock on. Later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.